Hey guys, it's Mitch of All Trades. Welcome back to my channel. Well, today's a special day. It's 6 months working as an RN. It went by so quickly, like I can't believe it. It's wow. It's just wow. That's crazy. Like, time literally runs fast. Like we grow up so quickly. Let's just do a quick reflection. For all my aspiring nurses, nursing students about to graduate, graduated, wherever stage you are, I would say and let you know that it does get better. It does get better with time, and with time you grow, you learn a lot, and things that you were afraid of, you're no longer afraid of. So let me just give you my experience. I'm a trauma nurse, so I work in a trauma unit of my hospital, and my hospital is a level 1 trauma unit, so we get the craziest of crazies, the worst of the worst, and the bizarre. Bruh. But honestly, within the first 6 months, I can say that I've seen it all. Like I have seen it all. It's like wow. Like when the cases come in and I look at them, I'm just like, oh, or I hear their story, or when I get a report, I'm like, wow, like this happened. Like I've never heard of this. And the next thing you know, oh wow, I never knew this could even be possible. Like it's just crazy stuff. So in the trauma unit, we deal with falls, gunshot wounds, motor vehicle accidents, hit by a car. Last week I got a patient that had a dog bite. We get people that, they do something, next thing you know, their arm is cut off, or something happens to them, their leg is cut off, or it's just a lot of trauma cases. And these are the cases, the names, but the extent of injury is just what blew me when I first walked in. Personally, it was good that was my first place to start off in. Well, first of all, thank God my preceptor was amazing. I hear stories about people not liking their preceptors or the preceptors not being helpful. A good orientation and preceptorship helps in your transition to being a nurse. And I feel like I was blessed with someone that was able to help me transition smoothly into being on my own and operating on my own as a nurse. There are things that you learn in the hospital that you cannot learn in the book. And that's something I had to realize, and it sucked because when you just get out of nursing school and you're right on the job, the only thing that you have that you can hold on to is your books, like what you learn in the textbooks. So, a lot of things I had to learn right on the unit. I felt like, I don't know, I wasn't really confident in my decision making. I always had to ask my preceptor. I'm pretty sure he was annoyed at me, but whatever. I had to ask my preceptor just for every single thing, like, oh, is it okay for me to do this? Is it okay for me to do that? And really, it's okay. Like, I would advise you guys to ask before doing anything. It's better to be clear about your instructions rather than trying to do stuff yourself. Even if it means like bothering them, or you're there to learn and they're there to teach you. So of course it might be frustrating on one end, but it has to be done. At the end of the day, the goal is not for our personal peace of mind or gain, it's for our patients. So this is something that we just all have to keep in mind. So yeah, that's how I was. I was not resourceful. I didn't know where to start. And I told my nursing educator, she's like the program director kind of thing. She oversees all the orientees. So I told her how I get frustrated a little bit because as much as my preceptor is a great help, it's like me personally, I don't know how I can learn these stuff. So she was telling me, yeah, with practice, it's honestly you can't get everything done in a day. It takes practice, this, that, and the third. And she was right. And that's really how I was able to get past all the struggles that I had. It was just really with experience. Experience in the sense that when you keep doing stuff over and over, when you keep seeing stuff over and over, you get more used to it, you get more skilled at it, you get more knowledge about it, and get more expertise at it. I can give you examples. Like for one, throughout my entire orientation, I never had a chance to do a blood transfusion. Of course I can give you the steps because this is what I learned through textbook, but to actually do it, I never did it. So and I didn't really do much IVs, or even if I did, it wasn't enough because I was still like I was still bad. Like I'll be honest, like I wasn't really confident in phlebotomy, like in giving IVs independently. So those were like two things I remember that I was struggling with. Like whenever it came to IVs, my preceptor would always help me, and that was nice for him to help me. But then again, I needed to know how to do it myself. So those two things, like when during orientation, they bugged me because I knew that I didn't know how to do it, and I knew that once I get off orientation, who's gonna help me? I mean, there are people to help me, but like it's just gonna be hard because I'm gonna have struggle. I'm gonna have difficulty doing this myself. But thanks to my nurse educator, and she was right. That was 6 months then, and 6 months now. Look at me. Not much change, honestly, like physical wise, but I definitely feel much more competent. I think that's the amazing part of life, I guess, or just this whole profession. I don't know, you know, you see yourself grow, you see yourself evolve, you see yourself be more like confident, you see yourself be more brave, you see yourself be more excellent in what you're doing. So 6 months later, now I can tell you that I am more proactive. I've learned to be more productive, and I feel like I'm more organized. I'm able to multitask. I'm more efficient in what I'm doing. Another thing I feel like I've gotten better with is time management. Like when I first started, it was so hard. Like I just didn't know how to manage my time. Me and my other coworkers, we started at the same time, but then they end up leaving before me. I'm just like, it was annoying. But learning how to master time management has really helped me, and it's something I developed. It really comes from taking leadership roles, taking ownership, taking authority when you walk into a patient's room, and you know, having that confidence really helps you. You know what to expect, you know what the plan is, and you're able to effectively do it. Now 6 months later, I feel myself to be very like skilled and more knowledgeable than I used to be before. It takes a lot of strength and power to be able to take on that leadership role and provide optimal care, advocate for the things that you believe your patient needs. I've been able to learn key things about myself. In nursing, you interact with a lot of people. You don't only learn about people, you learn about yourself. I noticed that this is something that's multiply, is that a word? Multiply? Bruh. It's been numerously, severally, and multiple people have told me that I'm very calm. And I didn't notice that, but this is what they always tell me. So it's something that I've, you know, looked back and reflect on, like, okay, maybe it is true. I am calm. I guess this is my gift in nursing. My coworkers, they're always like complaining to me, or like, oh, this is happening, this is stressful, this is that, this is that. I'm usually just I don't want to say carefree, but I'm just calm. Like I'm really calm under pressure. I wouldn't have known that about myself if I wasn't working in a hospital, if I wasn't working as a nurse, if I wasn't dealing with the patients that I deal with now. And I think that's very, you know, rewarding to learn about myself and see how great I impact, you know, the people around me. When you realize that you have something that you can give to people to help them feel better, to make them feel better, to impact them positively, it is a blessing. It is something to celebrate, something to be happy about, something to be grateful about, and it's something, you know, that should be inspiring. My future goals, obviously I need to have goals. Why would I talk about all this if I didn't have any goals in the future? Feel me? Like it has always have to go up and level up and grow more. My future goals with my nursing career, I want to inspire other nurses. For one, when I was a nursing student, I had YouTubers, I had bloggers that I looked up to, that I followed and subscribed to, and their videos really inspired me. They gave me more inspiration and zeal and oomph to like keep going with where I'm going with nursing. So I want to, you know, being that I've graduated and now I'm working, I feel like there are other people who are still like, who were in my shoes, that would love to learn what I'm learning and would love to hear the advice that I'm giving. So that's my goal, that I'm able to reach out to other aspiring nurses and inspire them as well. I guess seeing how much change I've made to people individually, I just feel like I want to go a step ahead and make more change and more of a difference on a larger scale. I want to build more connections. I want to connect more with other nurses. If you're a nurse, if you're a nursing student, feel free to connect with me on my social media. Information is down below. I want to connect more with others. I want to gain more knowledge and expertise in other specialties and experience more. If you have any questions, anything that I didn't mention, anything that you're curious about, feel free to drop a comment. Like, share, subscribe. I have more on the way. I have a lot of stories. This is just, I'm gonna give it to you guys. Just be patient. I'm gonna give it to y'all. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.